Heyo and welcome to Build&Beautify Season 2. In this Cities Skylines modded Let's Play, we'll build Eneida Bay, a vibrant city of our dreams featuring transit-oriented development, clean energy, and deep city detailing. In the last episode, we began plopping in our commercial, residential, and industrial assets to breathe life into Eneida Bay and welcome our first residents to the city. So if you happen to miss the last episode, then click on the info card above or check out the entire Build&Beautify Season 2 playlist located in the description below. In today's episode, we'll finish constructing this area of the bay by providing residents some single-family homes and detailing some of the last-minute spots. After that, we'll implement changes that you, the viewers, have just suggested down in the comments, so be sure to tune in until the end to see how Eneida Bay evolves with your ideas. So are you excited to build Eneida Bay? If so, hit that like button, subscribe, and let me know in the comments what features you'd build in your dream city. If you can't wait to see the new season unfold, consider becoming a channel member for exclusive perks, emojis, and early access to videos. And don't miss out on our Eneida Bay merchandise linked in the description below. Alrighty, so I'm wicked excited to start today's constructions, so kick back, grab your caffeinated beverage of choice, and let's jump right on into it. Today, I want to start our building by finishing off our Plop the Growables project we began last episode by adding in some single-family homes. If you recall, we added in this medium-density housing, a commercial strip, and some beautiful dirty industry, which we then heavily detailed using props, fences, and an unhealthy amount of anarchy. Now I want to come into this area over here and begin plopping down the last of our growables, specifically those single-family homes. My plan is to weave a lot of pedestrian paths in between these residential homes so that we, one, have increased walkability, and two, because I imagine these little backyard paths, I guess, for a lack of better words, would be a nice place for residents to walk their dogs or take morning jogs before heading into work. So let's jump in and let's start by plopping in the pedestrian paths first, as I want to always prioritize our walkability before anything else while we're constructing Eneida Bay. Now, I'm going to leave these paths fairly undecorated for the time being, as again, I kind of picture these more running parallel to residential properties and thus aren't really a community space specifically. So I think it'd make more sense to leave them undecorated and let them more be the utility pathing that I'm kind of aiming for here. Now let's plop in our single family homes. I am going for a specific look in this area, so I am going to limit our Find It mod to the 3-unit wide homes, as these assets have the rural feel I am aiming for. So let's go through and let's add these in throughout this area. Alrighty, everyone. A bit of a simpler build, but let me know what you think. I was specifically excited about the pedestrian paths as I have a family member who lives in a suburban area kind of like this, and he had all these sort of paths all throughout his neighborhood. It really was a great place to walk the dog and get outside without having to walk on a street. So I'm hoping the Sims of Eneida Bay will use these paths in a similar method, and I kind of just like how quaint the single family homes ended up being. So yeah, let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Next, let's detail some of the areas I have left, such as the unintentional bridge behind the welfare office. As I mentioned, this bridge just sort of glitched itself into place, but what I would like to do now is kind of turn it into a bit of a walking path and communal park area. So let's come in here, and I want to try by decorating this area with perhaps a fountain, maybe some garden beds. Full disclosure, everyone, I'm doing this on a whim with really no plans in mind, so this time lapse is going to be a bit of an adventure. So kick back, grab that caffeinated beverage of choice, and wish me luck that honestly I don't accidentally break anything. I think while we're in this area, we might as well come on over to the other side of the welfare office and let's add in a post office for the residents of this area. And now that we have that post office in, let's just scatter a few mailboxes throughout the area to help increase our citizens' happiness, the communications quality, and honestly, just add some good old decoration in with those small props. Our next adventure revolves around our bus stops. I want to try and decorate each bus stop so that they are sort of unique and give the essence of a comfortable environment. Parts I will leave plain, however, for realism, such as the stops out near our industrial sites. So let's start with the B1 clockwise bus route and see what sort of detailing shenanigans we can get ourselves into with a nice relaxing time lapse. Next, let's repeat a little bit of that detailing on the B1 counterclockwise bus route this time. Now, before we wrap up this area and this episode, I did want to implement some suggestions that you, the viewers, have provided down in the comments. Honestly, this is my favorite part of being a content creator. So, if you have a modular build idea or suggestions, let me know down in the comments, as I absolutely love the challenge of trying to recreate your visions. So let's start with some of the mods we have been considering. I will be adding in the recolor mod and fixing that commercial strip a bit to have a more uniform color. This way it just looks better. I have been told that not all the assets are compatible with the recolor mod, but I think this will be a progressive step in recreating the vision we have for Eneida Bay. In addition, it will save a lot of time plopping an asset and continuing to replop it in hopes that it spawns the exact same color that I was looking for. So Qual has also suggested a plethora of phenomenal mods. The first mod was the area bucket mod. Honestly, this mod sounds like a phenomenal quality of life. However, this incompatibility warning made me wicked weary to download it just yet. I'm going to continue to look into this a little bit more because again, I would really like this mod, but I don't want to accidentally break something in either my Cities Skylines save files, the game itself, or anything else for that matter. So I'll look into this one a little bit more. Finally, I want to give Neil another shout out for his phenomenal name suggestions, and then I do wish to come into this water tower and rename it to Cyclops Head Lighthouse. For now, I am going to name just the lighthouse because admittedly, I have no idea how I want to do the districts yet in Eneida Bay beyond having a designated district for, what's going to be the old town and the new town areas. But I love this concept. I love this little, this Roman theme we have going on so far. And sorry, Neil, I had to give it a shout out. Alrighty, everyone. I think that just about wraps up today's episode. If you enjoyed today's episode, please hit that like button, subscribe, and leave me a comment down below letting me know your thoughts on today's build. If you're excited to see the next episode unfold, consider becoming a channel member for exclusive perks, emojis, and early access to videos. And don't forget to check out our Eneida Bay merchandise linked in the description below. Until next time, I hope everyone has a phenomenal week.